Hi everybody, I just wanted to give you a little overview. Those of you that are either using Chaga or thinking about using it. This is my Chaga mess here, my processing of it. These are the pieces of equipment that I've made to crush and grind and dehydrate Chaga down into a nice powdery substance, much better usable form. This is a grinder, this is a crusher, and this is the grinder, and I have some Chaga that is ground down into its finest form down there. That's the finished product, and I just want to give a little demonstration as to how this all works. This is a dehydrator box that I just finished fabricating. I'm taking this video by myself, so bear with me. Down below, I have a heater box that I made. Courtesy of Tim Schwartz, I got a smoker from him, and I'm using the heating element in that pan down there with all the holes in it. It's got perforations all the way around to heat the box up and dry all the Chaga that's been crushed previously. What I start with are bigger pieces of Chaga, all the Chaga that we've harvested. It's all nice golden brown on the inside and charcoal burnt colored on the out. These are some pieces that haven't been crushed right here. A few that have, and a few that are a little finer. I may keep those in that form to be used that way, or I may run them through crusher here and crush them progressively finer. If you haven't seen this before, I've had other videos posted of this, but this is my crusher box. It's got a compartment down here that catches Chaga as it's being crushed. After it's gone through the first stage of crushing, I can slide the whole mechanism, all of it, slide it back over the top of this compartment, and I can then use my scoop here to scoop the product out of the bottom compartment and crush it down finer. The crusher rolls here, this back roll, is adjustable. This fence, chute I should say, is attached to all the mechanisms, and it can be adjusted with the bolts and nuts here backwards to open it up wider to do the initial crushing. And as you can see here, it's set at its finest setting. I go through 5 or 6 different crushings until I get down to as small as I'm going to crush it. The finest crush is what is in here. This has previously been dehydrated, and I just finished dehydrating that. And that's as fine as I'll get it using this machine. Alright, now once I have it dehydrated, it could be used in this form, which it can also be used in bigger chunk forms, such as in that bucket right there, or slightly smaller. And then the pieces that have been used to make a tea or a tincture or whatever you want to make with it can be re-dehydrated and used again. But if you grind it, after it's been crushed, I made this grinder. It can be put into the grinder, and I go through 5 or 6 different grinding steps to get down to, this is the finest grind that I'll get with it. It's very, very powdery. Very powdery. And that's after about, I think 4 or 5 times through here. And I will show you, give you a little demonstration how that works in a minute. This is the next to the last step, and you can see how much coarser that is, but it's been ground 3 times already from that size, which is anywhere from powdery to 1/2 inch to 3/4 size yet. I'll show you how this machine works. Turn it on here. There's some in there right now. I think it's almost done with the stuff that I had in there. I will pour some in here. Kind of grind slow for the last step because the tooling inside is really, really close. It's actually touching. And get some of this from over here, which is one step from being finished. And you'll see how powdery it is. Got to be kind of careful. Sucking all this dust in. Pour that on, and I'll put a cover on. You can see how it grinds. Cover to stop the dust. And it's very dusty here too. I usually wrap a bed sheet around the whole machine until the bucket is full here, so the dust stays settled. And once all of it is done, ground into this fine form, then I use it to make tinctures and water extracts, which a lot of you are using, and hopefully a lot more. You can look at my website, www.chagamidwest.com, and you can see my finished products. And look at the What is Chaga page, which is still under construction, and learn a little from it. Also do Google searches and check out some YouTube videos for chaga mushroom.